Hi, I'm Omar.
And I'm Mia.
And we're broke YouTubers.
So you may be asking yourselves, why are you introducing yourselves on your own YouTube channel? Well, our friends over at cheapsters.com asked us if we could give a couple tips on how to make high quality YouTube videos on the cheap.
First of all, thank you for thinking our videos are high quality. Secondly, we don't have all the answers. Everyone has their own way of doing their own videos. But we have made about 100 videos on YouTube, and we've seen things that work and things that definitely do not work.
Here are our top 5 tips.
Invest in good audio.
A lot of people think you have to have a really nice camera, and cameras are really expensive. So they're like, oh no, we have to spend all this money on a fancy camera. Don't. Since your video is going to be on a small screen most of the time, people aren't going to be staring and analyzing the HD quality. You can tell a huge difference between videos with really crappy sound.
To shoot our videos, we actually use the Zoom H4n. It's really worth it. It's a very versatile microphone. It actually records straight onto the device and then you just plug it into your computer. If you're looking for something to make your videos sound great, it's pretty much as good as you're gonna get.
Obviously, if you don't have any money or you only have a limited amount of money, your microphone's gonna be worse, but like whatever money you have, just put it into sound and keep upgrading it. Next, make sure your lighting is good and bright.
The brighter something is, without being blown out, the more friendly it seems.
This kind of goes back to what we were saying about not necessarily needing a fancy camera. There's actually a famous director, Chan-wook Park, who used iPhones to shoot a whole short, and the way you make that look good is to light it very well, which will make your picture look much better.
Film is a medium of light. Now, if you don't have money to invest in lights, that's totally fine. There are lights all over the place you live, so turn them all on when you're shooting, because that's what we do. These are just all ceiling lights that we're using right now. Make sure your concept is broke friendly.
What this means is you don't have all the capabilities to do all the action scenes and crazy sci-fi stuff that you may want to do. So make sure that you can work with what you have. We do a vlogging series, which is very good for broke geeks to do because it's stationary, it's just in one shot, and we only have to worry about really making this one little square look good.
Now, if you're doing something more narrative-based, just make sure the stuff that you're showing on camera looks good and just focus on that. I was part of a web series called The Vault, and they just seriously built 3 walls, and those 3 walls look really good, and that was in the middle of like a living room.
And that just goes to show that working within your broke limitations can actually foster a lot of creativity. So you don't have to feel like, but my imagination says to do this. When you're brainstorming, you can think of that, but when you're forced to work with what you have, you could come up with something really awesome like The Vault. Be efficient with your time, because time is money.
If you're a broke YouTuber, this is probably not your job. You probably have other stuff that you need to take care of, and this is something that's really fun and creative for you.
You need to make sure you're really efficient in the systems that you put in place for when you're filming your videos. So sense of routine, a template for how the video is going to be, a library of sounds you always use, and graphics you always use, and coordinating with who you're working with. That can all cut down on the amount of time that it takes to put out the video every week, because it's fast, and the amount of hours that you spend editing it so that you can actually be well rested for work the next day.
Pretty much think of all the things that slow you down and try to get rid of those. And finally, collaborate and have a good attitude.
Collaborations are not only a good way to get traffic to your YouTube channel and your friends' YouTube channels who you're collaborating with, but as a broke YouTuber, you get to have a free little lesson on how other people are making their videos. It's kind of a new art form, so it's a good way to share and learn and see, oh, that person does that, that's really smart.
For example, when we started hanging out and working with Jawin, I learned so much about how to light stuff. He just has PVC pipes just everywhere.
Hopefully he didn't want that to be like a top secret thing, his PVC pipes.
Yeah.
In any kind of job or hobby that you're doing, a good attitude will help you see those opportunities and make people want to hang out with you and let you film in their house and stuff like that. So just be nice to people.
Plus, if you're moody, it shows on camera. I mean, it's
like kind of
I wasn't finished. So, those are our tips.
Hopefully some of you found it helpful, even if you don't make YouTube videos.
Don't forget to check out our Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr page.
Subscribe for more videos, hit that like button, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.